Hi, I'm Charmayne and I'm turning 17 this year. So last year I decided to join FYP because I pretty much didn't have anything to do other than get a part-time job before poly started. And I figured I'd rather be at FYP than work for 3 months. So before FYP started, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to connect with the people there because I thought they would be too holy and that the lessons would be too chim to understand. But to be honest, after being in FYP for a few weeks, I realized that pretty much everyone has a weird yet fun side to them. And even though many lessons were tough for me to understand or stay awake through, my group's discussions made me think deeply and kept me involved throughout all the lessons. The biggest lesson I've taken away from this discipleship course is the concept of Imago Dei, which means image of God, and the idea that we humans, made from dust but with God's breath within us, makes us distinct from the rest of His creation. And this was something that wowed me ever since it was taught during FYP. And through the 11 weeks, I felt that God has placed a burden on my heart to care for those with special needs whom He has placed in my life. And I believe that He's also telling me to slow down and appreciate all of His creation, which includes each and every person around me. It's also a reminder for me to be more mindful and more aware of other people's needs and to be less focused on myself. And something I really thank God for is, of course, the FYP community, where we could be vulnerable and have honest heart-to-heart talks. And through these conversations that we've had with one another, I've realized that many of us actually face similar spiritual challenges, which reminded me that I'm not alone in this journey. And I'm also thankful for the service learning trip that we've had to Blue Mountain Kelong in Batam, where we had the chance and the time to just relax on the Kelong by the sea, where we took some time away from the busyness of life. And it was honestly a really, really great time of reflection and bonding with everyone in FYP. And most importantly, I'm very grateful to my family and friends who have contributed and supported me, be it through prayer or financial means during my time in FYP. And for me, personally, FYP is not just a place to learn about God, but also to explore different worldviews that we don't often consider. And as someone who usually takes things at face value, the questions asked by other participants pushed me to think deeper, which I really, really appreciated. And FYP also challenged me to step out of my comfort zone by leading worship and devotions for the very first time. And over time, I found that I actually enjoyed leading and playing for worship. And so with that, this is my testimony of how God has worked and blessed me in my life over these short 3 months of 2025. And I have absolutely no regrets about attending FYP, although I could have been earning big bucks from a part-time job. But instead, I received something which was much more valuable: God's love and goodness for me. And it is my prayer that all of you will also experience His love and goodness in His time. Thank you.